Okay. Good evening, everyone. Uh,
Evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Wait lang. Ako lang i-mute ng isa. We will start our discussion and I will be discussing two lectures for tonight. Lecture 11 and 12 for a while lang. Okay. So, again, welcome. This is our second to the last topic for the entire semester. So, after this will be the last one nga topic. And after that, muna to itong last lecture. Actually, to think this is going to be our last lecture session. Of course, magbit pa man ta sa face-to-face na. But for online, mao na siya ang last nga discussion. And after this, wala na. Humana mo sa semester. Wala na may lain tunan. Kanina lang nga remaining topics. So, I'm glad nga you're still here. Okay, so lecture 11 is going to be about pile foundation. So, piles on clay on sand and sand ang atong i-analyze for tonight in this lecture. So definition, the structural loads may be transferred to deeper firm strata by means of the so-called piles or tuod. This topic is going to be the deep foundations. Kaya in the earlier part of our discussions, mga shallow ra to sila typically ang atong discussion. But now, we will be discussing deep foundations na sila. Okay? So, aside from that, piles are used to build pile foundation which are deep and which are costly more than shallow foundation. So, again, no, this topic tells us that this topic is deep foundation in contrast to our previously discussed nga mga topics. Dito lang kayo, class, sa kayo nag-end ko lang isa. Ilag mo lang ako isa kasi ito. Wait lang kayo guys. Ano lang isa pa po ng ano nito. Let's continue. Piles are used, piles are subjected to vertical loads or it could be lateral loads or combination of these. What else? There are different classifications of piles. So, ang atong pinaka-common and what we're solving in the past few months kay concrete ra yun, diba? Concrete. Mao itong assumption that it's concrete. Pero actually, there are several types of piles. So, natay mo to, concrete. You also have steel, timber, H-flange or I-flange, then precast, and then composite. Composite, it's the composition of, it is composed of concrete and as well as the I-flange or the H-flange. Pero, realistically, timber, dili na applicable. Lata ra ni siya diretso sa yuta. So, probably for the I-flange, H-flange, medyo costly ra siya. It's not economical. And as well as the steel pipe. Pero, who knows? So, here are the importance of piles. When one or more upper soil layers are highly compressible, so meaning it's clay, and too weak to support to the load transmitted by the superstructure. Ang say tawag ani superstructure, meaning buildings and etc. Piles are used to transmit the load to underlying bedrock or stronger soil layer. So, but pasabot ani nga if you have this natural ground, NGL, we can call this NGL, and then you have a huge building. So, typically, ang piles, niya, dagan siya layer. So, diri nga layer, butang nato is clay. And then, butang nato, clay. Tapos, diri, sa layo-layo, is, butang nato, this is bedrock. Bedrock. Pero, not bedrock nga stone tanan na. Pero, murag, ina na siya na sense nga. Ay, dense na lang. Butang nato, dense. Butang nato, then sand. Pwede na. So, butang na to, this is 5 meters. 2 meters na lang para shallow din. So, after that, nanalayin tayo, ito na to, 30 meters. So, that means to say nga, if this building is, butang to, 30-story nga building. 30-story na building. So, of course, naman na siya piles. Sa piles niya, yun na. Okay? So, but was about that the load induced by your building is not only transferred here in the clay section or in the clay layer, no, in layer 1. It is also distributed in the butong na to, in the lower portion. Pero sa soil composition, example lang na siya, so dagag makeup. Pero mag-ina na sense, ayun na lang sa butong na lang na to, dense or compacted nga clay. Tingali. So, ina na siya ang gist. After which, no, second one is, when bedrock is not encountered at a reasonable depth below the ground surface, piles are used to transmit the structure load to the soil gradually. The resistance of to the applied structural load is derived mainly from the frictional resistance developed at the soil pile interface. So, that means to say nga, if sa kalayo na bito sa depth, sa depth sa inyong soil profile, wala siya na-encounter ng murag bedrock. So, instead of transmitting it at the soil, no, gradual in transmission, but then, kani nga mga piles, dako na iyahang friction. So, this friction that I'm talking about is called, in this case, no, skin friction. Skin friction ang tawag sa iya sa kaning case, no. Then, when subjected to horizontal load, no, pile foundations resist by bending while still supporting the vertical load transmitted by the superstructure. This type of situation is generally encountered in the design and construction of earth-retaining structures and foundations of tall structures that are subjected to high winds or to earthquake forces. So, more example ang gist niya. So, it depending may it be a lateral load. So, sa example sa mga lateral load, diba na atay earthquake load. Diba, we also have wind load. So, piles help counter or manage these types of loads. Not just the gravity loads that we know. Kasi may mga examples sa gravity loads. Diba, dead load and live load. Muna sila ang ginatawag nga gravity loads. And kani sila duwa are one of the few nga mga examples for lateral loads. So, in many cases, expansive and collapsible soils may be present at the site of a proposed structure. This soil may extend to a great depth below the ground surface. So, expansive soils swell and shrink as their moisture content increases. So, that means to say that of course, there is water. So, what's the effect of water to soil? So, of course, mo shrink yun siya, mo settle Foundations of some structures such as transmission towers, offshore platforms, and basement mats below the water table are subjected to uplifting forces, and piles are sometimes used for this foundation to resist the uplifting force. Okay? Kay kato siya. Ito nga to, anak. Tapos na kay pile ay footing na. So, technically, kung you are exerting a huge load downward, so of course, to make it stabilize, naman po na mo counter ana. And then these forces that counters are called uplift force. So, depending on the question, so usahay ginapapangita si uplift force and etc. Bridge abutments and piers are usually considered or constructed over foundations to avoid loss of bearing capacity that a shallow foundation might suffer because of soil erosion and ground surface. So, typically sa bridge, no, pag mag-construct kasi kag bridge, no, especially when you are trying to design, you are not only designing for the bridge itself, di ba? Kapag mo bridge, di ba na siya girder, na siya slab, ay pa din ng mga pavement, no? Pero, typically, napagina siya support here, di ba? Napagina siya support here. And these supports here are what you call as abutments and piers ng mga wing wall. And that alone, kani siya mga supports, gina-analyze po na ang iyahang ginatawag na scar analysis. So, sa scar analysis, mo to, ginatanaw ang long effect or what would happen in the latter years in terms of soil erosion, mga others, especially sa water and etc. So along the years, so gina-analyze pa siya gapin not just the design of the structural member itself but appeal na sila sa mga long-term effects bitaw. So na ang example sa pile driving process. Pile driver ang tawag na pile driver. So actually during my OJT, I was able to experience pile driving. No, naka-experience ko pile driving and I think bridge ang project. So that's why nagamit din pile ato. So na pile driving. So actually in your board exam, di ba na piles, dili lang na basta-basta. Do not be confused nga ina na ang pagdira ni pile driver. So, inana na siya. Pero, kabantay mo to kung asa niya gikawit ang iyahang hook. So, kana also in terms of pile, naana siya pick up points. Gina-calculate na kung asa sila i-pick up para dili mabuak ang isa ka pile. And kabantay mo ka namang whenever bitaw ta mag-quiz, di ba kabantay mo na kay naay mo agi nga dako kay nga trailer prime mover nga gabit-bit of files and gasapaw-sapaw sila. So, actually, I don't know if na kabalo ba mo or what, pero naatay line classes sa files. So, ang bisaya dahil sa files, guys, is pilote. Pilote na siya. Ang pilote, kung tawag na, sa Binisaya, na siya ginatawag na bayi o laki. Okay, pag makatrabaho manggod mo guys, lahi na gid ang mga terms. Dili na siya kanang shallow bitaw ganang same sa academe. So, sa pilote na siya bayi og laki. So, ang may tabo manggod, example si client mo order siya og butang na to 20 meters nga pile. Syempre, wala may sakyanan nga makadalaan 20 meters. So, si tawag ni si company nga ga precast og mga piles, no? Iya na siyang tungaon, depende, no? Butang na to tag 10 meters o 10 meters para madala niya dito sa site. So, ang tendency kung, ma'am, 10 meters, so na nila pagsumpay. So, na pagsumpay, anak, diba? Okay, abay mo na sila. So, man na pagsumpay nga. So, may, what hooks them? So, dito din ko nagkatawa sa OJT kay gingnan ko nga na ginatawag nga bayi og laki nga piles. Mo next slide sa ako ha kay para maka-drawing ko. So na ginatawag nga bayag laki nga pels. Sa bayag laki, gi-explainan ko nga naa siya duha ka form like that o like this. Piles na sila ha. You get confused basta kay piles na sila. Piles na silang duha ana. And butang na to i-3D na tong drawing ani ha. So na siya drawing ani. So naa din siya buho. Nanay na siya buho, di ba? So kabalo naman sa matabo. Di ba? So kung gi-order ni client is 20 meters. Tapos si company na dili man niya matransport nga 20 meters, so yung himuon tag 10 meters, 10 meters ang delivery ana. So sa 10 meters and 10 meters, ito na to 10 meters ni, 10 meters na. So 20 meters na. But then unsaon man mo pag-cast inside no? Unsaon mo pag-unload ana nga 20 meters siya. So diri na din ito nahitabo. Diri na din ito nasulod tong ginatawag nga bayog laki sa layman's term lang ni siya ha. So, naay ginatawag nga bayag laki. Tapos, funny lang kaayo. Sige, kinsa may mag-ingon nga asa diri ang bayag laki. Sige, kani, butang na to. This is 1 and this is 2. Sige, tanaw ko sa chats ninyo guys. Sige, si 1, unsa man siya? Si bayi, si laki. Lawa, si 1. Si pile 1 nga akong gidrawing, bayi na siya laki. Can you send it to your in-call messages guys? So, si Ares ra akong nakita, no, Von Makiling, Greg, sila ra no participate ha. Isa pa, lucky daw, anak sila tulo. Kay lucky man sila. Si John, siya na po si John, ano siya, lucky. Pero funny kayo nito bu. Kaysa, gi-OJT-han ako, gitrabawan ako, kay kani daw is bayi. Kung nga, ha? Ako bitaw reaction, ha? Anong bayi na? Then kani siya ang ginatawag nga lucky. At least nakabalo na mo. Kinungutan na dyan ko, ma'am, si pilote. Ano ko, ma'am, si pilote, piles man. Ka, okay. So, mo to, trivia lang siya. Anyway, so, let's go back. Thank you sa nag-participate. So, sa panila. Okay na, yung process. So, same lang yapon na siya, pile driver. Actually, hadlok kayo ng pile driver. Ako personally, hadlok siya kung dool og mga trucks, mga ana bitaw, mga dagko yung structure, especially if naka sa side. Kay Diyos ko Lord, isa ra kakabundakan ano. So, ina na siya ang may tabo, pile driving. So, naay driver, muro siya kung atong lantawon, drill ba, drill. Kibali, kani siya ang drill, kibali. Nga, di ba, drill taog sa mga walls na to and stuff. So, same siya o mechanism, pero we're talking about here, a huge equipment. So, mano siya. Ina na process sa pile driving. So, pag may siya 20 meters, so lalong jud kayo siya. Tapos, pag human og pile drive, gradually po na ginakuha, balik, ginapull ang imuhang equipment. Ano siya. So, of course, na-notice niyo gi-zoom in niya, na dili makamakaingon nga wala na yung water. So, depende if na ay water table, diba? So, expect yun nga na dyan yung tubig. And what else? May taba rin eh. Sa pa niya yung game mo. Nagbutang siya og reinforcements. Pero baliktad niya bay kay ang sa kung asa ko sa ako na experience the precast ni daan concrete ay kanang piles. So technically nakalatag gina kabantay mo dira sa El Salvador kana sa Mulugan dapit kabantay mo ng Mortar Masters na asa tuod dapit ay kung gikan ka og El Sal padulong ka og Cagayan na siya sa left basta katong dagan kay equipments and stuff so taas kay na dira ang dito kana taas kay na ang casting place ang tawag na mo ana casting place wherein gina-check na mo ang reinforcements so ang mahitabo sa reinforcement diba muro lang siya nako gina-treat as muro siya column nga nay column muro yun siya column yun kay ang reinforcement niya kay diba na naman na tapos lahi lang iyang treatment because di ba kabantay ka kung columns kasi spiral ang iyahang kung sa column ay hera ka makagamit og di ba ties ana kung column pa lang ni siya ties ang tawagan ni di ba ties pero sa piles kasi if this is the pile in ani iyahang mga reinforcement so ang tawag ani niya spiral so same na siya gyapon sa kanabitang circular nga column spiral man gyapon tawag wherein calculated gyapon iyahang distances and this is called pitch di ba then aside from that no if maglantaw ta top view sa pile na siya so aside na siya cage bar cage bar na reinforcement diri na reinforcement dira tas aside from that napag yun katong pile kana sa tawag na spiral. So, if na-notice ninyo kaganiha, di ba nato siya reinforcement di butang diri? Ano yung mga reinforcement di pamutang dira? In the real life, natin ginatawag na tendons. No, tendons. So, instead of using the traditional nga rebar, dili na same sa concrete. So, ang tendons, ang purpose ana niya is i-pre-stress. So, diri na ta mosulod sa concept about i-next na ako ha. Ngita sa tag drawing nga ng gamay kay murag good kay. So, diri lang sa ta kay spacious. So, again, lagyan naman ikog sulat. Diyan. Example lang ha, kato lang sa mag-chika lang ko kadyo gusto na ko makabalo mong good mo. So, natay instead of using traditional rebar, ang ginagamit natong reinforcement sa mga piles is ginatawag nga tendons. So, tendons are actually steel rebars pero in the sense nga dagko na kay na siya. So, ang itsura na niya is mura siya karang spaghetti nga paano ay nga mura bitaw gitwist mura kung papel pa ni gitwist siya mura inana siya dito inana siya nga mura rebar nga tuyod walay rigged tapos turn siya mura inana siya itsura and tendons are used in piles for pre-stressing. Unsa day ang purpose ng pre-stressing ma'am? Ang pre-stressing I don't know if discuss mo pre-stress concrete no. Ang purpose day sa pre-stressed concrete if this is your pile, di ba this is your pile na siya'y reinforcements and that reinforcements are called tendons. Ang tendency mong ana kung butang na to ang purpose mong ng pre-stressing is that butang siya expectancy for cumbering. Unsa man ang pasabot nga cumbering ma'am? So sa isa ka structure, drawing ko utro sa ha kay bati. Gina-expect man kasi nato nga naa siya'y downward force pag mag-apply kag load dira. Unsa syempre as a flexural member, unsa may tabuan na. 'Di ba of course it will go downward, 'di ba? It will go like that. So of course the distance from the original state going to here is now called unsa man sorry puro siya gamma pero that is delta no that's deflection nana siya deflection so of course if dako ang load nga atong gi-apply ana excessive na sad iyang deflection because they are directly proportional so engineers and engineering professionals civil engineering professionals also has been doing this so-called cumbering wherein ang imuhang certain structure wherein naa siya reinforcements nga from looking like this ang imuhang after cumbering like per se pre-stressing ang itsura sa imong reinforcement would look like that so di kay siya maklaro kay nasangit akong pag-drawing pero kabantay mo nag-curve siya pag curve niya mo ning ginatawag nga process nga cumbering so ma'am nganong gina-curve na siya because pag bira diri bira dira pak hantod sa ni curve siya tapos mupiti pa yun kay na boom muro siya buto hadlo kay ng process sa pre-stressing so once mag pre-stressing bitaw palayo gyud ko kay ginawa ko pag malabdikan ka og tendons kay wag yun hindi ko maugmaan pero anyway again going back that's the process of pre-stressing and that's doing cumbering pasabot sa cumbering is kato gani gina-counter niya ang expected deflection so that kung inani na ang forma sa imuhang existing pre-stressed nga concrete or pre-stressed structure and applyan siya downward load, so what will now happen? Diba? Mo-flatten na siya somehow. O of course, napa na siya deflection but not that to the extent nga ma-fully deflected yun siya. Unlike sa mga reinforced concrete nga, pag once patungan mo pak buto. Diba? So, sa tawag na. So yeah, that's the gist. Pero anyway, ako sa ning Erison kay nanata sa piles on clay. Muna siya ang I hope you appreciate the purpose of piles pre-stressed na because you will definitely encounter that in your probably some of you will encounter that in your OJT. Okay? So, welcome to Piles of Clay. So, I'm talking now about piles on clay. So, saan siya? Ultimate bearing capacity of piles could also be called as end bearing capacity, and it has this formula of stress B is equals to C, which is cohesion, area, and NC. NC is bearing capacity factors. So, na siya. QB, QB lang akong tawag ha, balag sayop na. Pero QB, mas nadali mo siya. Stress B lang ay kayo. So, QB, and then cohesion. So cohesion, of course, that you know that it's one half of your unconfined compressive strength. Kabalo naman mo ana. Then area is the cross-sectional of the pile tips. So if your pile is circular, so what's the area of a circle? Then if your area is, if your pile is square, so just use the formula for square na area. Then NC is bearing capacity factor. And by the way, if it's not given automatically 9 gamita. The explanation to this is mo ano gud ang ginagamit nga assumption and empirical nga test after several nila nga test. So 9 nagcome option na conclusion nga 9 lang to be safe. Okay? Next formula is the ultimate frictional capacity, and mo to kung ingon kaganiha nga ang piles na siya friction, of course ang sand of course na siya sa tawag na friction, no. So this is also called skin friction, and it has this mnemonics of clap. Ako magbasa na ani clap gyud, cohesion, length of pile, A na siya alpha and P. So unsa naman po ni sila nga mga variables? Cohesion lang gyapon, this is alpha, actually na beta. Wala na lang nako gi-introduce kay murag wala may ni sa akong nastudihan ba yung murag wala may ni gawas nga beta. So alpha lang sa wala ni gawas nga beta nga method sa kuan board exam. So mo to siya. Anyway, so C is still cohesion, L is the length of the pile mo ni siya, and then alpha is your adhesion factor or frictional constant, and P is perimeter. So going back, basig mo confuse mo unsay area and perimeter ha. Area is different, perimeter is different. So butang na to sa circle, unsa may area sa circle, di ba? Pi, talking about diameter, pi over 4d squared. Perimeter of a circle is pi d. Area of a square is just x squared. So perimeter of a square is 4x. So ana siya. Basig ma-confuse mo ana area and perimeter. Anyway, so mo to siya perimeter, ang P pasabot is the perimeter of the pile. So allowable or design load capacity of piles, Q allowable is equals to QB plus QF all over Fs. So that's your bearing capacity plus frictional capacity, and these two are actually ultimate. Mura na siya. Okay, muna to. Example number 1 na ta. Mura to yung formula. Dali ra ka hinumduman. Unsa ganitong formula? It's just sa bearing si can. Diba? Tapos sa frictional, it's clap. Mura na siya. Tapos, ang ultimate ato niya, allowable ay is just QB plus QF over Fs. Mura. Mura equation na. So, evaluate the resting capacity against actual load in Kn due to skin friction. So skin friction is what? Qf of a round wooden round. So that means it's a circle pile embedded into a layer of plastic clay given the following conditions. So maklaro masad pa nimo if circle na or not because of the size na given at unless it's the one that's being um, asked about. So size of pile daw is 0.35 m average diameter. So diameter, that means circle siya. Ibon pasabot. That's 0.35. The depth of penetration. So if this is the soil, anak, ni ano daw siya, ni embed daw siya this 20 m. Giduot daw siya 20 m. And unconfined compression strength of QU. So dili ta magkuha sa imuhang cohesion, di ba? And you know that one of unconfined compression strength is your cohesion. So just divided by 2, you will be getting 55. Solution. So that's the equation. Clap. This is the cohesion, the length, the adhesion factor or skin resistance factor, and the perimeter. Perimeter of a circle is pi d. Siya. So, if it's not given dito, the addition factor is always assumed as 1. So, kung wala kayo makita nga value for the addition factor, just use 1. So, perimeter of a circle, that's pi d. So, this is d, 0.35 is the diameter of your pile. Cohesion, it's one of your 110, so that's 55. And then the length is stated here, it's 20 m. So, plug it in, 55 C, L is 20 meters, addition factor is 1, and P perimeter pi 0.35, and you will be getting 1209.51 kilonewton. Okay? So, simple na kayo na siya. Example number 2. Nanalo siya kasayon. What is the design capacity of the square pile 0.3 by 0.3 if it has a skin friction of 660? So, technically, na siya given nga QF, which is 660. Take note na ha. Then, ang size iyahang pile is square nga 0.3 by 0.3. And it has a cohesion of 90 kPa and assume a bearing capacity factor of NC. Factor of safety of 2. Ang ginapangita is design capacity. So, okay, that's probably Q allowable. Ultimate bearing capacity of piles, diba? You know that it's can. Okay, you know that it's can, and you have a given 660 as your frictional skin friction. Allowable design load, that's diba? That's the sum of that's the sum of your bearing and frictional constant friction. Yeah, frictional. Tapos after that, that's diba? Kabalo ang collective term ani niya is unsa ultimate. And of course, divide that to the factor of safety, you'll be getting the design capacity. So QB, CANC. So cohesion is 90. And then area of a square, that's 0.3 squared. And the NC is just plainly 9 because it's given man. But if it's not, then just tell use 9. 72.9 kPa. So after that, since you have already your QB, you have your QF, and given pa si factor of safety, 72.9 plus 660 all over 2, you'll be getting 366.45. Okay? Example number 3. This is actually a passboard exam. Kani jud tanan akong mga example sa atong klase, guys. Yung mga passboard exam questions na siya. Ang uban na nalimot ang ko sa tuigad, so di na ako kakadumduman. Anyway, so that's Q allowable. A problem states that naa daw kay 0.3 square nga pre-stressed concrete pile. So nara. And you notice that it is embedded in a soil wherein na siya water table. Ang depth sa ground surface going to the water table is 6 m. And then afterwards, kay na siya 8 m. So, nado siya penetration nga 14 m. What is the total skin friction? That's QF. And then total end bearing, that's QB. And then design capacity is the QF plus QB over FS. Diba? Pero you notice, kabantay mo nga naa siya iya-iya nga value sa iyang cohesion, unit weight, adhesion, diba? So, inyo na siyang gamiton tanan. So, solution. What's the total skin friction? Diba? Summation lang aning tanan skin friction. So, you notice lahi ang skin friction here, lahi ang skin friction here pod. Okay? So, it has this formula of clap. C is QF1 plus QF2. So, let's break that down. Naunlahi ang mga animation, pero that's 28 as the C. L is 6M, kanilang nga portion. Dayon, addition factor of 1. Dayon, what else? Perimeter of A square, that's 4, 0.3. Diba? 4 ka, 0.3. So, aside from that, no, nangaulahi ang animation, di na ako na-switch, pero that's C, L, alpha, P pod. Diri na punta sa ikaduha, so that's 96 times 8M times 0.5, and that's 0.3 times 4 because that's the perimeter of a square. So, that's 662.40 as your final answer. Sa B na ta, B. What's B? Compute the total end bearing capacity. So, that's can. Note, take note lang si end bearing capacity is only at the tip of the pile. So, that means to say kanarang latter ang atong i-consider. So, that's 96, ikaduha. And area, 0.3 squared. And then, bearing capacity factor nga NC, which is 9. Final answer is 77.76 kilonewton. Okay? After that, last question is, what is the design capacity of the file? If it has a factor of safety of 2, so i-add lang ito mong nangakuha kaganiya. So that's 662.40 plus 77.76. You will be getting 370.08. Okay? Ang ako lang ano sa inyo sa tawag ni, while I was solving, no, na-notice na po na ako before, nga always gyud dako ang value ni skin friction kang bearing capacity. Mo lang jud i-observe ninyo kay basig ma-excite mo ba lahi nyo magamit. Pero you can observe that dako always si skin friction kaysa sa bearing capacity. So, piles on sand na ta. Kaganiya piles on clay ba to? Piles on clay ra to kaganiya. Karon piles on sand. Piles on sand to akong libutang? Ano sand to akong libutang kaganiya? Clay ba to? Pwede na ako na-edit. Ako na i-view guys ha. Ang atong title page ba? Piles on clay dahil. Maka-overthink man sa good food. Example number 2. Hapit at mo man ani nga topic. So, yun nalalagay kayo na nga discussion eh. Unlike sa gahapon. Piles on sand. Okay. So, lahi na po na ang atong analysis aning piles on sand, guys. Bearing capacity of pile. So, this is the pressure diagram. So, ang concept about sand ani is that na siya presence sa imuhang height 1, which is called as the DC or the critical distance. So the critical distance will be calculated depending on the type of sand that is being assessed. It could be a loose sand. It could also be dense sand. So lahi siya nga multiplier if that's the case. Pero after getting the the critical distance, you will be getting the pressure. So that's PV, di ba? Pressure diagram. And it is just gamma H. So that's PV is just equals to gamma DC radii. So kung ato na siyang naon, you know that pressure is just gamma height because DC or the critical distance is still a height or it's still a distance. Mo na siya. So if you would notice nga ang entire structure pressure diagram nato sa atong pile, especially when we are analyzing call this sand nga piles, ay piles on sand kay trapezoidal gid siya. Okay? And it has this bearing capacity formula of PV, QB is equals to PV and QA tip. No, A at the tip. So, PV is the pressure diagram. So, QB is the ultimate bearing capacity. And mo to kung ingon kaganihan na pressure is equals to gamma H. And in this case, that's a critical distance, DC. And then, a critical distance or critical depth, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so NQ is the soil bearing capacity factor, and A tip is the area at the cross-sectional at the tip, and DC is critical depth. Important conditions for DC. So, pag dense compact sand siya, you will be using this equation na we're in. Ang imong DC, for you to obtain the DC, you will multiply 20 to the diameter of your pile. So if this is 0.3, so that's 20 times 0.3 if it is a dense compact sand. Pero if it's the opposite, which is it's a loose sand, so that's DC is equals to 10 times the diameter of the pile. So ang difference lang nilang duwa is that ang multiplier. So, ma'am, asa gikan si 20D o si 10D, ma'am? So, 20D and 10D is a result of an empirical research, no? Dugay na nilang laboratory research, and they have come up na basta magkuha kag distant critical depth, no? Sa mga dense and loose sand, so it's 20D and 10D respectively. So, mo lang to siya. Dayon naatay equation for frictional capacity of pile. So na siya mnemonics. It's PAC U. Pero it's perimeter, area, then K constant, and your mu. So what are these? So that's QF, frictional capacity, and P is perimeter. Area is the area of your pressure diagram. So if it's a trapezoid, so area of a trapezoid. Then K is the coefficient of lateral pressure, and mu can be obtained using the equation tan theta, wherein theta is the angle of your friction between pile and your sand. So, dali ra kay ni malimot, ma-memorize kay dali ra kay ni nga mnemonics para ninyo. So, that's PAC and U. Diba? Next is ultimate capacity. Wait lang guys ha. Lobat tala kung laptop. Wait lang. The video call ended because the computer went to sleep. What? Rejoin. Oh, di ba na-freeze siya pero wala pa na usab akong dagway diya. Wait lang guys ha. Stop scene na ako. Tingalin ako ni siya. So, ayun. Oh, wait lang. Now you wanna be free. You back again. Did you know? Wait lang. Wait lang. I'm back. So I bet she's sharing. Na naman no? Makaroon ako, wala na ako nipikit. Or nipikit pa. Well, okay na. So going back, so that's the frictional capacity of piles, and that's PA, K, and mu. And ultimate capacity, mo lang to siya, it's just QB plus QF. Same na siya itong kaganiya pod. Collective term sa sum sa bearing o sa frictional, it's ultimate. And allowable capacity, it's just Q ultimate divided by the factor of safety. Example number 4. Gusto na ko i-stop sharing sa kay tawag ani lag kaayo akong monitor ang OBS mamudani uy grabe ka lag kani. I hope it's better na. For example number 4, a concrete pile having a diameter of 0.3. So 0.3 iyahang diameter is being driven into a loose sand. So loose sand, so that's 10D, having a unit weight of 20. And length of embedment of pile is 12M. Capacity factor NQ. Calculate the ultimate, diba? That's Q ult is just QB plus QF. So, simple lang. Solution. So, if this is your soil profile, and you have your pile and it is embedded in 12 meters. So that's 12 meters, and since it's a circular pile, so it has a diameter of 0.3. Now solving for the bearing capacity, so that's PV and QE tip. So PV can be calculated by uh, uh yeah, in getting the first kwaon sa nato si DC. So DC for loose sand, it's 10 times the diameter of pile. So that's 10 times 0.3, and that's 3 meters. So technically speaking, the pressure diagram would look like this. And then your critical depth is 3M. So of course, if 12 times 12, if it's 12 minus 3, so that's 9M. So the remaining distances should be 9 meters. Okay? So QB, it's what? PV is YDC, di ba? YDC, DC. That's the PV, pressure V. So, as gikan si 20, that's the unit weight. 10 times 3, which is the critical depth, times 80, which is the NQ, Torah. And then area of the tip, since it's a circle, so that's pi over 4, 0.3 squared. And you will be getting a um, bearing capacity raman dito kaganiya. Ano ultimate tungod mo sa ultimate nga word. Sorry na confused. Pero it's supposed to be QB ra dai sorry. Not the ultimate. capacity. Naman day bearing na word. So that's 339.29. Example number 5 na, mahuma na din to. Ani nga lecture? Napay 11, 12. So a concrete pile having a diameter of 0.4 is to be driven into a dense. Bang dense siya, so that's 20D. Having a unit weight of 18. Length of embedment is 12. Na siya coefficient of friction, so that is mu. I know. Sakto ba? No. Coefficient of friction is alpha, sorry. And shaft lateral pressure factor of K, that's 0.9. Estimate the frictional capacity. So that's clap. Clap no. Nagidaman ako. Sandra manguna akong gawin na ay kanang clay. So that's pack then U. Mu lagi to kagani ha. Bungaw na. Kita lang nato daan. So that's 0.4 na pod. Kaganiya is 0.3. Around 0.4 na siya. So 20 times 0.4, that's 8 meters. So that means to say that this pressure here has a critical, this pile here, this pressure diagram here, has a critical depth of 8 meters. So if that's 8 meters, so that's gonna be remaining of pila 4 meters. So determining the area of a pressure diagram. Remember that the area of pressure diagram can be obtained by getting the PV. So that's YDC. That's 18 times 8. And that's 144. As you can see, 18, that's the unit weight. And then 8 is the critical depth. Now, take note, in getting the area of your pressure diagram, kinahanglan nimo si PV, and that's 144 kPa, di ba? Mo ni siya nga pressure kana siya. So that means unsa ganito kung ingon during your midterms, kung unsay pressure diri basta uniform lang sila size, mo punay pressure diri, di ba? Retain ra gyapon na siya nga concept. And take note that the area of a trapezoid, nga naka-include ng trapezoid ni because obviously this is a trapezoid, kani siya ba? Kana siya. That's a trapezoid. Bang naanan mga trapezoid sa tanan kay ana man. Recall ninyo ang definition sa trapezoid basta na two parallel lines. So mo na siyang connected by this. So ana. So that's trapezoid. And take note that the formula in getting area of a trapezoid, it's 1/2 base 1 plus base 2, not base 1. Copy-paste na nawala na edit. So that's base 2. So regardless kung asa imong base 1 o base 2, then multiplied by its height. So take note, that's 1/2, 12. So makunon daw ni si base 1, si base 2 is here, 4m. And then height nato is 144. Kay gilantaw siya on inani nga perspective ay inana siya nga perspective. So mo din si 12, mo din si 4, mo din si 144, mo siya 1/2 base times height. 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height. So ano siya? So ano siya? Okay. Nana kay area of 1152 kN per m. Calculating the frictional capacity, that's pi d times a that's k, which is in this case that's 0.9, and then the mu is 0.4 mo ni siya. That's mu. So na kay frictional capacity of 5 to 1.15. Example, last example na ni siya for this lecture. So example number 6, ano pa day 7? Sorry, my bad. So a concrete pile having a diameter of 0.3 is to be driven into a loose sand. So that's 10D. Having a unit weight of 20, length of embedment is 12, and then coefficient of friction between pile and sand is 0.40, bearing is NQ, and shaft lateral pressure is K 0.9, and allowable load of the pile is 170. Calculate the ultimate bearing capacity, skin friction, and factor of safety. So solution. First is identify the critical depth. So that's loose sand. So that's 10D. So that's 10 times 0.3. And then that's 3 meters. So bearing capacity would now be 20 times 3 times 80 times pi over 4, 0.3 squared, because that's just that, and that's QB is equals to 339.29 kilonewton. Muna siya ang itsura na. That's 12M. Tapos, na siya pressure 0.3. Critical depth is 3 meters. And then, that's 9. Okay. Skin friction na po atong pangitaon. Si skin friction na siya formula nga pack tapos mu. So, that's gamma PV. Kuha na to ni si PV here. Alabay. Lubat na sad. Tandugunan na ata akong charger. Wala mo to kay game mo. Anyway. That's pi DC. So, that's 20 times 3 is equals to 60 kPa. A in this case is 1/2 12 plus 9, so that's 12 and 9, and times 60, which is here. Answer is 630 kN per m, and calculating skin friction. So that's now pi d. Area is 630, and k is 0.19 nara, and then mu is 0.40. Final answer is 213.75. Okay. Factor of safety. That's 170 ang allowable given na daw ko'y 339.29 as bearing na po ko'y frictional. So, factor of safety, shift solve na kay 3.25. Basta gani factor of safety that's greater than 1, that means stable na siya ha. Oh. And last example is a precast concrete pile 16 m long has a diameter of 40 mm, and the pile is driven through layers of clay and a dense compact sand. So combination na siya sa clay and sand layer. And then the upper layer is clay and having a thickness of 5 mm, which has a unit weight of 16. And then water table is at the bottom of the clay layer. Saturated unit weight of the sand is 18, and it has this bearing capacity factor of NQ 72. And lateral pressure factor of KHT 1 is equals to 1.24, and angle of friction of the concrete pile is 28 degrees. So neglect the skin friction of the clay layer, calculate the ultimate bearing capacity of the pile, ultimate frictional resistance, and as well as the uplift capacity, given that the KHT is 0.9, unit weight of concrete is 23.5, and a factor of safety is 2.5. So, the diagram looks like this, no? If atong i-drawing. So, nadi siya water table from the ground. So, that's 5 meters. So, recall that the equation for getting the bearing capacity, that's PV and QA tip. Determining critical depth, so that's dense compact sand. So, that's 20 times diameter of pile. So, that's 8M. So, this is 5M, and then another one portion is 8M na siya. Now, the remaining 8M, 11 minus 8M, so that's gonna be 3 meters. So, calculating for the pressure V. So, dili lang ka mag-calculate. So, that's 16 times 5. Vertical stress lang good. Plus 18 times 8. 18 times 8. Minus 9.81 times 8. Ma'am, question. Ma'am, nganong wala ni mo gi-calculate taman diri nga pag i-solve na ko ni pag i-take into consideration ako si 3M lahi na siya value sa imuhang pressure. Ani kasi ang sa tawag ni ang sand manggod is dili pasabot nga nagka-stress siya sa sand ha. I'm talking about stress, no? Sa sand. So, same na siya concept nga naa siya specific distance wherein dito ra na atin iyang maximum stress. And after that, wala na difference ang iyahang stresses. So miskan pag nagkalalom ang sun, pag embed nimo sa imong file dito sa sun, at certain point, so in this case, that's just 8M ang imuhang point wherein naa dito natin ang maximum stress. So ang logic lang ana is actually butang nato no. Bayan sa may pwede na to logic ano para mas masabtan. So example, naglantaw mo concert no, naglantaw mo concert, and then naay person nga sinugdanan nito nga gitulod ang isa ka person. Then of course, kato nga person natulod to niya mga nasa front, nagka semi stampede. So ang tendency ana nagtulod-tulod na sila. So ana, then naay mga people nga of course pag tulod na sila mo padulong diri, mo padulong dira. So nya na pa yung bag-o ni siksik nga tawo. So daga na kay sila. So ang tendency ana nalay certain point ato nga pag tulod ato niya naaray mo move diri ni move diri ni move hantod sa wala ra natarog si person dira. So inana gyapon siya na concept ba nga logic nga pwede nato ma-associate with regards to this. Basta kay ang analogy lang ani is that logic behind this is that nalay certain point si sun nga ma-attain niya ang critical maximum pressure. So that's that certain distance that I'm talking about is the critical depth itself. So after that, whatever the distance is, so same ra na and little to no amount difference sa imuhang pressure. Mo na siya reason. So calculating for the bearing capacity, so that's 145.52 times NQ of 72. Dayon area of the tip. So that's pi over 4 times 0.4 squared. Na kay answer nga bearing capacity of 1316.63. After that, no, determining the area, compute the ultimate frictional resistance. So that's PV and Q80. Sand layer only lang imong i-take into consideration ha. Mo lang na siya portion. So area of this trapezoid here is 1/2. Sorry. That's 80. Dili na po ko naglantaw, base 1 and base 2. So, kanira siya akong gilantaw ay. Kani siya, kani. Kana trapezoid, di bagya po na siya. And pressure here is same pressure dire. So, 145 dire. So, 145 po dira. Wait lang guys ako sang i-save akong laptop nga lobat. Ana. Uy. And then, so that's 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height of 8. Scary ba? Ilapit na niya. And as well as 145.52 times 3 because kung imong lantawon rectangle man ni siya. So that's 1338.64 na kay answer nga that, and then plug that in frictional. So that's pi d area k tapos mu na kay frictional of 1109.10. Wait lang. Or something wrong with sa phone charger. Ilis ng tingalan niyo. Pindugunan siya. Yan lang kayo guys ha. Init kaya ko laptop. And last question. Compute the allowable uplift capacity. So, muna siyang illustration. So, that's PAC and mu. So, that's pi d times area and then k. I-indicate lang nato na nga si k is downward ay kanang negative ha because it's the opposite direction. And take note, di ba, unsa to tong equation for mu. That's tan theta, and ang given na nga angle is 28 degrees. So that's negative 804.99. Calculating weight. So you have your unit weight of concrete 23.5 times volume, because ang unit weight di ba kay kn per m cube. So need kag volume nga unit m cube. So this is the area times dayon ka sa imuhang 16. Okay? That is the length para mahimo siyang unit sa volume. So that's 47.25. Summation of forces along y. So whatever orientation ani, so same lang. So that's u upward plus actually indicate lang nato siya as negative here. So that's negative 804.99. Tapos minus, which is downward, 47.25, which is the weight. And take note lang that your frictional capacity here should be divided with the factor of safety. So you will be getting uplift pressure of 369.25. And the end password is this. So na-share naman tingali ni ako sa G-class. So water breaks ata guys. Okay, keep, discard, discard. So I think we're done with the first lecture. Water breaks sa denta. Stop sharing. Okay.